glasses of steam. Right. Let's probably put and then just hold on.
Okay. There we go. Just pops up. Afternoon, folks. Come and say hello if you're around. Hi, Karen. Hi, Jan.
So this is
What are you grumbling at? Hi, Louis. Hi, Louis. Okay, both of them are going now. Okay. Hello, everybody. Hi, Helen. This is sort of a Wing It Wednesday, sort of, although there is also a Blue Peter moment. So maybe second time round, it might work a little bit different. Hi, Mary. This is a recipe that I saw somebody do. I'd never seen it before. And I saw somebody do this recipe as a one portion recipe. So porchetta tends to be a pork joint, which is lined, so sort of stuffed, but it's a paste that we put on the inside, then roll it. So and then bake it. Obviously, that takes quite a long time. B, it's for a lot of people. But this lady, Italian lady, did this with a pork shoulder as a single portion. So if you fancy the flavors, and I've never had this, and the flavors are quite interesting. So I thought, you know what, I'll give it a go and see how it works. Now, the one thing that I don't have that she did have is butcher string to tie these up. So I've got actually skewers, but I've just had an idea. I've got two in the Ninja right now. Exactly what I'm about to do using the skewers, but I'm going to use a bit of the veggies along with it just to sort of compress it. So I'll show you what I mean as we get to it. But so you could use string to tie these together in little bundles. You could get the netting as well, or you can do what I'm going to do, which is wing it with a pair of sticks, a pair of kebab sticks. Flavors. And this is what struck me as an interesting set of flavors. Fennel seeds. Fennel seeds.
on the reaction.
Okay. So fennel seeds, which I'm going to toast. Now, are they great? You won't like them, aniseed.
This is why you said it's not forever.
It's not forever. Yeah, it's not forever. And chili flakes. We're just going to toast them. Now, Ella walked in about half an hour ago, and I did the first batch. And he's like, "What is that? What can I taste?" And it's the chili flakes. So obviously it depends as to how strong you like your flavors, but sort of, about a teaspoon. This is 2 pork shoulders steaks, teaspoon of fennel seeds, half a teaspoon of chili flakes, and just medium heat. You don't want to burn them, and just toast them on there for a minute. Right. Okay. So I've also done some of these. Obviously, I've done 3 of these, 2 in there, 1 here. Flattened it out because it makes a bit of a racket. So I'm going to just flatten this one out here. Standard pork shoulder steaks. So this was a 4-pack from Aldi. So essentially it's going to be 175, 180 grams per piece. This is a smallish one. The 2 in there looked a little bit bigger. So I'm just going to bear with me on the noise. It might come through, I don't know. But we're just going to flatten this out. Actually, considering that was the smallest one, flattened out fairly easily. Beautiful. And turned it into a quick fry steak. Because obviously pork shoulder you can't really quick fry because of those layers of fat in there. Not that we are quick frying today, but you could essentially create a paste and then just quick fry this if you really wanted to for just the quick flavour. However, that's the 2 pork shoulder steaks done. Now, again, the recipe is done on a bigger bulk, so they use a pestle and mortar. I tried it, and it's really difficult to try and grind such a small amount of paste. So I'm going to use. I've got a little coffee grinder, a spice grinder. The base is over there. So we're just waiting for these to finish off. I can see that the fennel seeds are sort of going golden brown. It's a dry pan. I'll just give them another minute. I can just now start to feel the chili in the back of my throat. A bit of lemon juice, about half a lemon's worth. So it's going to be about 10 mils. I'll weigh it, and then we can actually have a recipe. Hi, Sandra. $12 mils. Half a lemon, as long as it's a standard size lemon, and not a monster one, we'll be all good. I'm on the right. So half a lemon, a little dash of. Now that's starting to sort of catch the air. Little dash of white wine vinegar, 5 mils, no more. Okay. Into this is going. You want a good few garlic. Again, it depends on your personal preference on how garlicky you like things. But you, even for just 2, you want 3 or 4 decent sized cloves. Right, they're done. Just going to let them cool down for just a quick second. So everything into the little mixer. If this is a dish that you actually enjoy after you first make it, it might be worth making a little batch of this paste. You guys have it in the fridge. It lasts for several weeks. Right, we've got 3 decent. Well, no, so that's not even a good garlic. That's a terrible garlic. Let's have one more decent one. Okay. There we go. Right. We also got, to go in here, some fresh rosemary. I mean, it's difficult to say exactly how much.
A few sprigs.
A few sprigs. Again, I mean, I could give you a measurement in weight, but it's probably it's probably going to be a couple of grams. Although it hasn't moved yet. Right, okay, there's the. I'm going to let that version relax. And we'll take that out in a second. It's gone up 1 gram so far. Okay. That'll do. So a few sprigs of rosemary. Obviously, shred it off the stalks. And then our chili mix, chili and fennel. We're using the pan, so don't worry about cleaning anything out. Right, I'm just going to give this a quick blast. Not quite ready. Okay. The garlic's got stuck underneath the blades. Just going to give it one more because I've still got quite large chunks of garlic in there. You can sort of see the paste that it's making, but it's just a bit too chunky still. I've got a little dish to show you it in a second anyway. That's a bit better. I say it's yeah, give it a bit of a shake. Such a small amount is quite difficult to make because it's sitting underneath the blades. But we sort of got there, most of it. It's got some chunks of garlic in it, but that's not really a problem. It is going to get cooked in with inside the pork. Okay, I've got as much of that out as I possibly can. So you can sort of see it's not a very pretty paste, and it would, if it was, if we'd made a little bit more, we'd actually get more of a paste-like. It's a little bit lumpy, just from the garlic, but it's not going to cause me a problem. There we go. So mix together. So we're going to get the pan going again. I'm going to put a little bit of oil in here, a little bit of fat. Because what we're going to do is we're going to smear the paste into the pork. We're going to roll it, and then we're going to sear it. And this is just leftover chicken fat. So you just want to divide the mix up. Just put a dollop on the inside of each. And then just spread it across the pork. You can sort of see that the herbs and the garlic, it's all very visible. I will one day try the bigger version using a joint. But essentially,
I think that's a very wintry dish. That a big joint pork.
Yeah.
Nice
It's a slow roast. It's opened up and is a dollop an American measurement. It's a northern measurement, Jan. It's a dollop. Right, got my Earl Grey tea. Okay, so give it a roll. It really doesn't matter which way you're going to roll it. We're going to pan fry it and we're going to bake it. It's going to be fully cooked. We've already tenderized it. Now, before it goes anywhere, I want to skewer this, because if you put this in the pan as it is now, it will open up, obviously, with the heat. Now, here's my thinking. And I don't know if this bit's going to work, but this is the difference between what's in there and what I'm going to do here. I'm going to make a ratatouille anyway. And what I noticed with the two in there is that I'm struggling to keep them on the sticks. So I'm going to create a little barrier so they can't come off the sticks, because they still try to move. So I'm going to use a bit of aubergine to create a barrier, push the sticks through the pork all the way up. And I thought probably the best way was to actually put both of them together. I'm just making sure that I get the end part of the steak onto the skewer, so it's all tucked in, and then into there. So now the pork is properly trapped. Hot pan, medium hot. It's on 6 at the moment. There you go. It's on 6. I can feel that the 6. I can see the smoke from the chicken fat. So let's just sear that. Blue Peter style, yes, that's right. I'm going to let them rest though. So we'll move that away. We're going to save that for the surprise reveal at the end, yeah? I'm not going to need all of this sauce yet. Just going to give it a bit of colour, and then we're just going to transfer it into. Oh, I need that dish back, don't I? Actually, with that one going. There we go. So we're going to use the grill 180. I had the other one in for the 20-25 minutes. It looks like it's probably done a little bit more than I wanted. So I'll see what the preset is. I think it's probably gone 25, and 20 would have been more than enough. So while that's going to go in the oven, right. So it's going to transfer it into the oven. Roast. Yeah, so it's preset for 25 minutes. I'm going to bring that down to 20. So it's 1 minute for 20. Just turn this down. And we're going to do the ratatouille in there. So with the chicken fat, with the pork fat, with the chili, with the fennel, it's going to be hopefully a very well flavoured ratatouille. I just thought that would be an ideal side to go with this dish. I've not had it for a considerable time. You're all being very quiet and I'd say good, but today. Right, the aubergine's actually going to suck up an awful lot of that flavour as well, so let's get that a little bit higher. Beautiful. So we've got a bit of aubergine, a bit of shallot, and a bit of courgettes. quite weird. It doesn't actually feel like a Wednesday.
No, I've been confused all week.
What is it that's...
I don't know. But today I thought it was a Thursday. And I panicked when I woke up. I was like, oh my god, I need to be in Kettering. And then at like midday, I thought it was a Monday. And now I'm just confused.
Yeah.
Now it feels like a Friday.
It does feel like a Friday, yeah, you're right. You're easing us back gently, are you, John? So, for those, say Helen, I've not had this for such a long time. I just thought it would suit perfectly with the pork. So it's going to be a garlicky, tomatoey, ratatouille. Add a bit of cream cheese or a bit of mascarpone if you want. I'll probably keep this one fairly light. For those that are not in the members group or weren't kicking around PT, was it last night decided? It was last night. Friday nights or Friday evenings live is going to be me and Sue together. Now, we've never cooked together, together or in real life or in live, haven't we? I suppose we've done batch cooks when I've been there as well, haven't we?
You have, yeah. I'm sure you've done one.
I don't remember us doing something together. However,
And I'll tell you what I'm thinking of. When I was live last time, it would have been around the London Festival when Dan and Sue were down here.
All right.
And Sue walked in whilst I'm live and immediately go into your tea cupboard.
Right.
And then I think you walked in half an hour later or something. And,
yeah. So yeah, me and Sue are doing a panda extravaganza, or
I called it Panda Bake Off.
Panda Bake Off on Friday, just for an hour, 5 till 6 on Friday, and we're going to make as many things.
So I've copied and pasted the wrong thing.
Okay, is that a code to something?
I can't remember what verification code it is,
right,
but don't worry, it's expired.
Okay.
It's from a while ago.
Don't worry, it's not the PIN number.
Too many numbers.
Too many numbers, yeah. So me and Sue, we're having a bake-off, making as many panda things as we can in the hour. Obviously, it's not a competition. But I'll definitely win. I've got a few surprises up my sleeve.
You can't really win though because Sue won't follow the rules.
Well, I suppose the winning will be in the presenting to the audience for them to decide maybe who has produced the most interesting and successful panda. So the ratatouille is one of those dishes that really, whatever you have in the bottom of the fridge, you can chuck it in. You don't have to stick to the courgettes, aubergines, and shallots or leeks. We've already been promised to vote the zoo. All right. So, a couple of healthy cloves of garlic.
Apparently it's 27 degrees tonight.
Nice. Yeah, peppers. I'd often use that. I very rarely, buy aubergine. It's just that I thought for this dish, I'd stick to close to the recipe. The pork is the wing it bit. The ratatouille is the safe bit. Any chance of some savoury options? Yes, so we're doing savoury. Panda-wise, definitely doing savoury. I'm going to use. So Ella had this open in the fridge. It's a passata with garlic. She said it wasn't very garlicky, so that's why I've added a couple more cloves of garlic. It's not quite half a tub, so it's probably just under 100 mils. 200 mils, yeah, about 200 mils gone in there. Let me find the spatula. I didn't realise that I was doing all savoury. Hi, Mary. Now I'm going to be doing some. I really should make a list then, shouldn't I, of what I need to do. You see that message from Sue? Actually, something that the door went about 20 minutes ago. Herbs. Yeah. There's a half a teaspoon of Italian herbs there.
I've got it, Sue.
Bit of salt and pepper. Now I'm going to add a little bit of water to this because I want it to cook through just a little bit longer, just so the tomatoes loosen with their acidity. Smoked paprika, do you know what? Not on this occasion because of what I'm pairing it with. Yes, if it was with a plain chicken or a plain steak, then yes. But I think smoked paprika and fennel and chili, not quite a good mix. Don't grow any herbs. We're not able to grow anything apart from weeds because the dogs won't let us. So no, unfortunately, no herbs. We had to literally pave the entire garden a couple of years ago because Coco just went digging pretty much everywhere. Funny enough, she stopped digging.
Well, apart from one spot where we let her dig.
I don't think she's been in there for a little while.
No, she doesn't. But when it's raining, she likes to.
Oh, does she? Right.
It's all squishy.
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna let that just sit for a minute. Turn that down. Yes, the reason why shallots, leeks instead of onions is straightforward. It's on the carb levels. Onions are 9 to 10 grams of carbs per 100, and you can end up using quite a lot in a dish. So you might end up adding 20, 30 grams of carbs just from the onion, whereas leeks and shallots are down as 2s and 3s. Certainly leeks are generally sort of regarded as very low. Depends which shallots you get. So you do have to sort of like just check the pack. But yeah, it's just purely on a carb level. And onions can often spike people if you struggle with blood sugar issues. Onions, crazily enough, can spike blood sugars. Wow. Needs more salt, but pretty much done. Right, that's saying flip, but very well. We got the black shallots are close to the onion rather than shallot family. Okay, yeah, but, okay. Then not in, well, everything that I've seen regarding carb wise, not in that sense. I don't know what they mean by. You mean closer to the onion in carb values, because pretty much everyone that produces them disagrees. So the banana shallots, I mean, we get quite big ones from Booker's. They're sort of, quite chunky. They all come with, hi Kathy, they all come with nutritionals, and they're always sort of that 3 grams of carbs per 100. Let's see how this pork's doing. It's saying 9 minutes left. It hasn't got long to go. I'm going to give it 5 more minutes. However, I can plate up this one, and because this is done, and I don't want to overcook that. Something gone dark. Oh, that really hasn't helped, has it? I'm going to stir in just a small amount of cream cheese, just normal soft cream cheese, just to give it a slightly silkier, smoother. Yeah, that helps. So yeah, it just didn't do anything. The sunlight's in that awkward place.
To be fair, the camera's pretty good at adjusting
Right.
for different light levels.
Okay. So I want a little serving dish for this. Right now, use the serving dish that I want to use. No, too big and too small. You know what? I'm going to just lift them out. I actually want this as my serving dish, and actually it's got some the juices in the bottom as well. Where's that? There it is. Okay. So some of the pork juices at the bottom. So I'm going to put the ratatouille in there. Now I need to remember that dish has now been in the oven for 20 minutes at 180 degrees, and not to try and pick it up. And then we'll get the blue pita pork lines out. So I didn't add these, I didn't sort of stop these moving with the aubergine. So they did push themselves out just a little bit. However, oh yes. Wow, it's okay. I'm just gonna just to the camera, just so you see. You should be able to see the. Oh yeah, wow. You see the stuffing.
Take it out of the sun. There you go.
Okay.
There,
Right,
you can
okay.
see it.
So you can see the layer of paste that's in there. Now that, I say it's probably just a couple of minutes over, but the inside of the meat is still very juicy, very moist. I don't know what it was, Sue. It was just, I don't know. It just looked like it was string or something. But I've not taken string off anything. It's weird. And it was a clean dish that went in. So you know what? It's the fibres off these. I shredded the fibre. That's what it was. I shredded the fibres off these. Obviously, got some in there. I can see the sticks. Anyway, confusing when I saw it in the oil. So there we go. There's the. And I'm going to have a little taste. Little taste. Hmm.
Can you turn it round?
Sorry, what was that?
Can you turn it round?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's really good. It's strange because it's got that slight heat from the chili, but you can't really taste the chili. It's just at the back of the throat there. That one had less fennel in it than that one. I sort of upped it a little bit because I wanted to sort of expand bamboo. Yes, exactly. That's really nice. That's really good. There you go. How close are we to having that as a recipe?
The links up, and the recipe is made as far as I can make it.
Right. Okay.
You know, it's just got the baking instructions to go.
Right. So there we go. Dinner done. Enjoy. I'll see you Friday. Oh, did you do two different? Were you not watching at the beginning, Sue? Honestly, I did the blue pizza moment, but once I'd done it once, I realised I could change it a little bit, as in using the aubergines, increase the spice. So again, that's down to personal choice, isn't it? But yeah, definitely, you would late. Well, you don't be late again. That's a definite dish to be done again, even though I've not eaten it yet. I will see you. If I don't see you tomorrow, members.
I'm live
Fitness. How are you? What are you up to tomorrow?
making chorizo and cod paella.
Oh, okay, nice. So if I don't see you tomorrow, then I'll see you Friday when it's me and Sue in a panda bake-off. Bring your best panda puns along with you, and we'll see who wins. Obviously me. Have a nice evening. Bye bye.